Marriage in a dream is also interpreted in association with a trade. If one marries a woman who dies shortly after her wedding in the dream, it means that he will perform a job that earns him nothing but hard labor, toiling, and stress. If one marries an adulteress in a dream, it means that he is an adulterer. If one marries a vicious, aggressive, or a dominating wife in a dream, it means that his movements will be hampered with various restrictions. If one marries a deceased woman in a dream, it means that he will revive a profitable project he had earlier abandoned. If a man offers his mother in marriage to one of his friends in a dream, it means that he will sell his house. Marriage in a dream represents the providence of Allah Almighty and care for His servants. Marriage in a dream also means imprisonment, indebtedness, sorrow, distress, depression, carrying a liability, or endeavoring to achieve a high-ranking position. If one marries a known woman in his dream, it means that he will endeavor to satisfy the normal responsibilities of a husband. If one marries an unknown woman, and if he could not see her in his dream, it denotes the nearing of his death, or it could mean moving from an old house into a new one. Seeing a woman taking a second husband can have three interpretations. 1. If she's pregnant, she will give birth to a girl. 2. The lady is trying to get her daughter married. 3. Dispute over marriage between the lady and her husband. Marriage contract involving an unidentified woman. Death, if the bride. Groom is ill. Otherwise, it means that the dreamer will sign a contract that will bring him power or will testify against a dead person. Because women symbolize power, penetration is tantamount to killing, and the penis is likened to a dagger or a spear stab that causes bloodshed, the dreamer marrying another's wife and taking her to him. Loss of dignity and livelihood. If a pregnant woman sees herself getting married in a dream, it means that she will give birth to a girl. If she sees herself in her wedding night in a dream, it means that she will beget a son. If a mother who has a son sees herself getting married in a dream, it means that she will marry off her son. In general, the marriage of a married woman or of an unwed woman in a dream means benefits. If a woman marries a deceased man in a dream, it means that she will become lost and impoverished. Driving one's wife to another man to have him marry her concurrently, reduced power or business losses. Conversely, wedding one's wife to another man and bringing the latter to her doorstep, business gains. Seeing a sick man getting married without a woman in the dream, the patient will die peacefully. Marrying a prohibited relative, the dreamer will prevail over his family. Marrying and penetrating a dead woman, the revival of a dead matter. But if the dreamer had neither penetrated nor even had intercourse with her, success in that matter would be shaky. Having an incestuous marriage with the dead, the dreamer will resume his duties towards his parents and dependents. If a married man sees himself getting married to a second woman in a dream, it means profits. To marry the daughter of a known man of knowledge in a dream means prosperity. If a sick woman marries a man of knowledge in her dream, it means recovering from her illness. If a man sees himself marrying a living relative who is in a degree of consanguinity that precludes such a marriage in a dream, it means that he will sever his ties with such a relative or with her family. Otherwise, if that relative is already dead, it means that he will contact her immediate relatives and establish a friendly relationship with them. A woman seeing herself adorned and on her way to a bridegroom without reaching him, death is near. If, on the contrary, she arrives at him and he penetrates her, that means benefit and happiness for her, inasmuch as her adornment and clothes appeared beautiful. Marrying the wife or sister of a sheik, meaning an old man, or more often a dignified person or tribal chieftain, will achieve big gains. This is also true for a woman dreaming of marrying the husband or brother of an old lady. Marrying an obscene or vulgar woman will get killed. A woman seeing herself adorned and on her way to a bridegroom without reaching him, death is near. If, On the contrary, she arrives at him and he penetrates her. That means benefit and happiness for her, inasmuch as her adornment and clothes appeared beautiful. Marrying the wife or sister of a sheik, meaning an old man, or more often a dignified person or tribal chieftain, will achieve big gains. This is also true for a woman dreaming of marrying the husband or brother of an old lady. Marrying an obscene or vulgar woman will get killed. High position, gains, and prosperity. Marrying and penetrating a woman. Dignity and the attainment of something the dreamer is striving for. Marrying a woman after seeing, knowing, or identifying her, or after she has been named to you. You will have a good or bad destiny in life, depending on the social position, virtue or vice, beauty or danger of that lady, or the meaning of the bride's name. Marrying when the man already has one or more wives. Muslims may have up to 4, provided they treat them fairly and equally. Elevation in life and benefit as much as the woman he had seen or identified was beautiful. If he had neither seen, identified her, nor heard her name, he or someone else would die in his arms. Conversely, marrying a religiously prohibited relative, wife's sister, for example, who is alive and well, will not support parents and in-laws, a woman, dreaming of a dead man marrying and penetrating her. Her wealth will shrink, she will suffer from instability, and her luck will change. If the dead man took her to his home, which she had not seen before, she would die. Marrying a woman who then dies will endeavor in a matter, only to reap nothing but sorrow. Marrying a woman of a different faith will have a spouse who will induce you into a sinful or unlawful experiment or to apostasy. Marrying an adulteress will yourself indulge in adultery. Also see adultery. Marrying any kind of animal will marry a woman having similarities with such a beast. If the animal was consenting, the woman in question would go along in the husband's direction, be it good or bad. Seeing a sick man getting married without a woman in sight or in a mysterious manner, the patient will die and rest peacefully. If a sick woman sees herself getting married to a man she does not recognize or know his name in a dream, it means that she may die from her illness. If the man who sees himself getting married in the dream qualifies, it means that he will attain a high-ranking job or a suitable position. If one's wedding ceremony is made with witnesses only in the dream, it means that he has made a covenant with Allah Almighty. If he performs a traditional wedding ceremony with its celebrations and festivities in the dream, it means a new job, or it could mean acquiring fame or becoming renowned for one's good reputation or character. If a person sees himself marrying an unknown young man, it means he will gain victory over his enemy. But if he is known and there is no enmity between them, then he, the bridge, will acquire some goodness from either the groom or someone who resembles him in name or personality. To rescind one's bond of marriage in a dream means either death or dismissal from work. To revoke the bond of marriage in a dream also may mean selling a product for a term, requiring its return, or it may mean apostasy. If a person sees his wife getting married to someone else, it means her household will become wealthy and prosperous. If a person dreams that he is marrying his mother, sister, or any such person with whom marriage is forbidden is Islam, and such a dream is seen in any of the sacred months of Dhul Qa'dah, Dhul Hijjah, Muharram, or Rajab, it means he will proceed to Mecca and Medina. But if such a dream is not seen in any of the said months, it means he will treat his relatives with kindness and serve them well. If his relationship with them was estranged, it will be re-established.